to record this.
It's great content, man.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Please delete that.
Wet sausage 1 week, nipples the next.
Mm-hmm.
Just a hodgepodge of body parts.
Perfect. Jinx.
Oh, man.
Good to go.
Good to go. Let's roll.
All right. Autobots, roll out. Welcome into Just a Tip. All right, Regan appreciated that reference there.
I did.
All right. Welcome to Just a Tip, a fantasy football podcast. We are coming up on week 2 here. It is September 16th, Thursday night here, right before Thursday night kickoff. If you are unfortunate to have players in this game, good luck. Regan, you got anybody going tonight?
Can't holiday. And Washington's defense, which I'm actually pretty pumped about.
That's fine. That's a good play. How are you, Ryan? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I got Sterling Shepard going in one league, so we'll see how that goes. And this is how prepared I am for tonight. I was looking at the injury report for the game, and I was reading it, and it said Washington football team, Joshua Garnett, Dwayne Haskins, Kyle Allen. I'm like, oh, shoot, this is not this year's injury.
I was like, wait, Haskins.
So that's where I'm at right now, boys. Should be interesting.
Nice.
Well, if that doesn't bestow confidence in the audience, then I don't know what will. We got producer Kyle behind the screen with us. Happy belated birthday, Kyle. If you guys want to go check out our socials, Just a Tip FFP. I posted a nice picture of him.
Oh, God.
Check it out. Show him some love.
Go fuck
You
yourself.
can watch this on YouTube. I hope that didn't come across the air there. I had to check the explicit box there.
Oh.
This is already going off the rails. Anyway, watch us on YouTube. Just the Tip of Fantasy Football Podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon. If you wouldn't mind, subscribe, follow, like the video, and set the alerts so you know when our next episodes release. And rate us. Drop in the comments, too. Let us know how you're making out after week 1. If you got any sit questions for week 2, let us know. We'll get back to you on all our socials at Just a Tip FFP or on the comments on YouTube. You can also check out our website at justatipffp.com. And with that, guys, I just want to say we got some new listeners from Spain. Couple downloads over there today.
I've been to Spain.
Have you been to Spain? I have not.
Yeah.
I'll have to do that someday.
I was literally in Portugal and just went over a bridge, and then I was magically in Spain.
Yeah, so hola to them.
No one's watching American football in Spain. What is going on here?
I don't know. They thought it was
people
soccer.
traveling.
They thought it was soccer. That's
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's a big mistake.
But anyway, hope you guys stick around there. Don't listen to Ryan. Except you want to listen to Ryan here because we got some important briefs to listen to. So, Ryan, what do we got here?
All right, so we got some injury updates, some key waiver claims, a lot of fun stuff here. So at first, Jamison Crowder, wide receiver for the Jets, and tight end Zach Ertz for the Eagles are back in limited participation in practice. So do either of these guys bestow a lot of confidence for you guys? What do you think? Playing Ertz, playing Crowder?
No and no.
Crowder in PPR intrigues me, but I want to see how he does coming back first. But yeah, keep an eye on him. But
I'd like to see.
Oh, go ahead, Reese.
I was going to say, I'd like to see if he has any chemistry with Zach Wilson before I really play him. Zach Wilson kind of ran around a lot last week, and let's let him get a little more settled too before I really play anybody other than like Corey Davis or something like that.
Yeah, that run game last week for the Jets too looked pretty bad. So they're going to have to get that rolling before Zach Wilson's going to have any time to be able to sit in the pocket and pass and go through his reads. So Yeah, I think that's a situation worth watching, but I do think Crowder, if you're desperate for a flex play, I mean, he was really reliable last year, so and it's not like he had, Tom Brady throwing him the football. I think you could still get some value out of him, so we'll see what happens there. Next on the docket, missing practice today, Marquise Brown, who had a surprisingly good game Monday night. How about that game Monday night? That was ridiculous.
Still having
what
withdrawals.
Game's over. Then the team's back on the field. Then Derek Carr sneaking at the 1 yard line, hard counts, interceptions off of guys' heads. Like what? That's total chaos. What are your thoughts on that?
It just pisses me off that producer Kyle's happy. Wasn't a good birthday present.
Go fuck yourself.
Good for them. Good for them, man.
It was a fun game.
Oh man, when Gruden forgot he didn't have any timeouts and got a delayed game and had to send the offense back on the field. I'm like, nobody deserves to win this game. This should be a loss for both of these teams, but Raiders come out with the victory. Anyways, Marquise Brown's out of practice today, so just keep an eye on that if you did pick him up on the waiver wire this week. Will Fuller absent from practice, back from suspension. So I did see something today that I thought he was taken off the injury report.
I thought
he was. Fuller? It was a non-injury. Non-injury.
He just wasn't
absence. There. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on with him.
It's Will Fuller. Probably. Never mind.
What were you gonna say, Regan?
Nothing. Probably just taking steroids again.
Yeah, I was gonna say he had to hit the gym. A little bit more, get that strength back.
Gym.
he had to flush out his system.
It's a guy named Jim on the corner.
Oh,
it's like he got a sniff that it was random drug test day and decided to dip.
Seriously.
All right. Good thing we're not sponsored. And Josh Jacobs misses practice today with an ankle injury, a toe injury, an illness, a concussion, whatever else is going on in his life. But he misses practice, so keep an eye on that. And if you're like me and have Kenyon Drake on your bench, you might want to think about putting him in your lineup. So we'll keep tabs on that and let you guys know. But he missed practice today as well. Any thoughts on any of those guys?
Thank God I don't have them.
Yeah, same. Honestly.
It's already been a headache. It's been 2 weeks. I'm like, what is happening?
Not even 2 weeks. It's like 1.5.
Yeah, you're right. DeMarcus Lawrence for the Cowboys.
That he has healthy. I'm sorry.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Is that working?
If you're in an IDP league, is out for 6 to 8 weeks. So he is
broken foot.
Yikes! That's not good. And that defense is already hurting for talent as it is, and he's the main guy. So defensive end, outside linebacker for the Cowboys, good pass rusher. So like Mac had noted, good for opposing quarterbacks and offenses. Yep. Only going to buy them more time.
Point.
Yeah, he was their best guy. So
by far,
full go for receivers. If you're borderline flex play, I'd probably take the receiver on the team opposing them if that's the situation for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to buy them significantly more time. 49ers today claimed Trenton Cannon, who was running back number 6 for the Ravens, who turned into running back number 2 over time. So the Niners claim him today. Special teams guy. Do you think if he sees any touches this year as a running back?
For the 49ers, yeah, he probably will.
Oh.
So Trey Sermon was benched last week because he wasn't playing any special teams. And Kyle Shanahan values his special teams. He's still on the belief system that it's 3 phases of the game. Each part's equal. It's like, shut the hell up. No, it's not. So if he could be on the special teams, he has a shot. So just be wary of him taking some good plays from the big pickup this past week in Elijah Mitchell.
It's
Down the road. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying down the road. Just be careful.
Yeah, well, he has a better chance of not getting scratched, so it's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
When Regan said that during the last podcast, I'm like, Trey Sermon is a healthy scratch because he's not playing special teams. He's a running back.
Real life right there.
Yeah.
And he's supposedly a pretty good running back. That's the reason why. You know who else doesn't play special teams? Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, Brandon Ayuk probably. Although I don't know for sure. You scratching those guys too? I mean, I don't get it. All right, last piece of news here, and then
I was
I'll
going
go
to say,
ahead,
speaking of Ayuk and Kyle Shanahan's wisdom, he's publicly saying like, "Oh, he should do better if he wants to get out on the field." It's like, okay, like give him some opportunities. I don't know what his deal is, so I don't know. I think they might be tuning him out as soon as things start going rough. Watch out there, 49ers.
I'll tell you, I think a guy like Jamar Chase is a perfect example of training camp and preseason. It only means so much, and they could really perform week 1. So,
Good point.
I don't know. So last piece of news here, and then we can move on. John Harbaugh saying that they will suit up 4 running backs. So does this make Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman relevant in redraft if they have to compete with Williams and Murray? What do you guys think? You staying away from these two?
Well, yeah, Devontae Freeman, they signed him from the practice squad. They moved him up onto the roster. So, yeah, keep an eye out for him. He did all right with the Giants last year. So, look for him getting into the rotation. I'm all set with Bell. Very interesting how they signed Bell to the practice squad before Freeman. And then Gus Edwards went down. They're like, all right, we better get Freeman in here. So, I don't know what to think about this running back rotation. I have Murray, and that's it. I'm not going to chase anybody else. I'm all set.
Yeah, I like Murray the most out of those 3 pickups in general. He played a big part of the game last week at the end, so they might be leaning towards him. He's a really good running back too, so I think they're kind of hopefully they're realizing that.
Their running game was pretty impressive last week. Tyson Williams had a big game. Latavius Murray towards the end of the game got some more opportunities, scored that big touchdown. So I don't know. I think those 2 are it. And then barring injury, like that's maybe when you see Devontae Freeman a little bit more. And barring, another series of injuries, that's when you might see Le'Veon Bell. So we'll see what happens there. But right now, I think Williams and Murray are the 2 that are going to see the most snaps. And boys, I know that was a longer brief, but that is the news for this week.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Appreciate it, Ryan. So we will get into the AFC starts and sits on what our tips for who you should start and who you should sit. It is your choice to start on the tips or sit on the tips. It's up to you.
Line.
Very awkward way of putting it, right?
Just right, honestly.
I think the awkward silence is more appropriate than like crickets or any.
That's what I did set it up, but I was trying to do that's what she said drop. But anyway, moving on. So first up on the dock here, we got the Raiders versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. First with the Raiders, your starts, obviously Waller. You drafted him pretty high. Maybe Kenyon Drake, especially with this news of Josh Jacobs. So what are we doing with Josh Jacobs? What if he's a game time decision? Are you benching him? You guys starting him? What do you think?
I'm starting him. After him playing last week, I don't think he wants to lose his job. I think he's going to try to stay in there as much as possible. So he can get out of practice, meaning like he missed today, save his body for the game. Hopefully they'll let him do that for a little bit.
You're going to do this to me in the first matchup that we talk about? Are you kidding me?
I figured
you know how much of a headache this has been since Monday night mid show for us. I don't know what to do with these guys. If Josh Jacobs is going to play him. I learned my lesson, and keep an eye out. He'll probably come off. He'll be healthy. He'll be hurt again. He'll be healthy. He'll be hurt again. So make sure you're checking like 10 minutes before the game starts. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, if he's a game time decision, I'm a little nervous for that. Losing a day too, right? So they play Monday night. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I didn't draft them. I'm all set with their offensive line and the Raiders in general. Do we start Derek Carr? We sit him. It's against the Steelers, and Josh Allen looked terrible, so definitely don't play Carr.
Yeah.
And the receivers, not worth starting.
Not at this point.
Ryan Edwards came on at the end of the game there.
He started to. So I keep an eye on these guys, but it's the Steelers. They look like they did last year, starting out really hot. So, yeah, be wary of them.
Mhm.
They were good till week 11, so we'll see.
We'll see. Regan, your boys with the Steelers.
Oh, I hate the Steelers, but my boy Najee Harris
Had
100% of the carries last week, guys. He had all 16 carries for 45 yards. They did throw him the ball 3 times. He caught it once. It's shitty that their line sucks so bad, and he only got 16 carries. That being said, he got 100% of the carries, and I see that going forward. I don't see why not. And if they can get him going more in the pass game, he's going to be a pretty good running back. And you just got to – they play Buffalo. Buffalo has a great line compared to others. So I'm gonna let it marinate a little bit. Let's put it that way.
I mean, you got to start him though.
Oh,
Took him in the
100%.
First round, second. You're not marinating. You got to start. You got.
No, I just meant
grill.
Yeah.
You got to put it on the grill. Marinating's over.
Patience.
It's still preheating. The grill's still preheating. I just scraped it off.
Oh, okay, all right.
Meaning the Bills are the whatever. I'm so butthurt that he sucked last week, but all stats are necessarily pointing to him having a good workload with this team. So we'll see.
No, it's trending in the right direction. Ryan, how do you feel about the receivers here?
I think I'm the most confident in Deontay Johnson. I think out of the group, he seems to command the most targets. He seems to get open the fastest. I wouldn't sleep on Smith-Schuster. I'd still play him. I think he's another guy who's going to get open pretty quickly and get some targets. Claypool's tough, man. I think in order for them to get him the ball, Ben's got to have some time in the pocket. So I might think about sitting Claypool, depending on if I have other options that might be better or might have more favorable matchups. But I don't hate starting him either. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I would start Johnson and Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, all these guys would you qualify as a flex play?
I think Johnson could be a wide receiver too, especially against the Raiders defense.
Red zone target.
Yeah.
Question. I got offered a trade. And I should have did it, and I didn't.
You should have did it.
I should have made the trade.
You should have.
Sorry, I'm so frustrated about it.
What was the trade?
So I got Jameis Winston. I also have Matthew Stafford. Somebody offered me Juju Smith-Schuster for Jameis Winston, and then I went in there and made a different trade. I don't need him though. I don't know. Juju just throws me off. Do you think I blew it? You can say yes.
I don't think you blew it. What are your other receivers?
Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, Kenny Golladay, Michael Thomas, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. Kenny Golladay, injury prone. Michael Thomas on the IR.
So
Julio Jones not on the same page with Tannehill. Yeah, I would have taken Juju.
Okay, give me
I'm
1
gonna drop
second.
the ball on that one.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
No, I just don't. I've never had Juju, and I just don't have faith on him. He's going to get hurt TikToking, and he's not going to be there.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Sits the tight ends. You're not going to start any of them. There's too many in that room, and you don't know which one's going to get in the end zone. Unless you guys disagree. No, moving on.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
I'm just
Texans. I got you. Texans at the Browns. Texans, look at them. They are on a winning streak. Ryan, who you starting on the Texans?
I mean, if this is indicative of last week, I think you start them all. We told you not to start any of them last week, and there were like 3 or 4 viable fantasy options. So But in all seriousness, I still think really the only guy I'm starting with any kind of confidence is Brandon Cooks. I still don't have enough confidence in Mark Ingram unless you're really desperate for a running back too. Brandon Cooks is the only guy for me.
I saw people spending like 20 plus fab on Ingram, and I was like, thank you. Please spend it all. I don't care. I'm all set. The Browns, they have a good defense. They're gonna hold. They're gonna demolish them. What is the spread like 12.5 points? I forgot to make a note of it, but it's ridiculous. If you have the Browns defense, start them. But yeah, Cooks, I could start Cooks in a PPR. Tyrod Taylor is probably going to get him the ball, throw his way 10 times, so not a bad play. Besides that, I'm all set.
Bench everybody.
Yeah, Browns, obviously. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Regan, you going to start Jarvis Landry in the flex? OBJ's out this week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we went that over the briefs. I meant to add that in there. So, yeah, OBJ is out.
Not because of injuries.
Landry in the flex.
Getting back.
Yeah, he still needs to heal.
Yeah.
This is one question I have, though. So, Baker Mayfield, do you think that the game script, they're going to run the ball all over the Texans, or do you think Baker Mayfield might go off for 5 touchdowns against this team?
I don't know.
Had his stats and just have fun. I don't know.
I see a huge game for Chubb and Hunt.
Yeah, me too.
I had to go the safe. Yeah, I don't know if I'd play Mayfield.
This seems like a kind of game where like you pass early and wide receivers might get a lot of points in the first quarter and a half, and then once you get a 2-touchdown lead, you just jam the ball down their throats the rest of the way, especially if it's going to work.
Seriously.
So that's kind of the vibe I get from this game, but I'm still definitely starting Jarvis Landry without OBJ there.
Yeah, let's see. What about let's see, Donovan Peoples-Jones. That man is a mouthful. Austin Hooper, David Njoku. Didn't Njoku make the top 12 last week? So
yeah, he did.
I know. If you have like Gesicki and he put up the goose egg last week, you might want to stream one of those tight ends instead.
How many shares do you got of Gesicki, Mac?
He's only 2 out of my 8 leagues. That's it.
8 leagues?
Yeah.
Wow, you passed me.
I know. First time in forever.
I always have more leagues.
First time in my entire life. Yeah, so those maybe the tight ends you might stream, but
DFS those guys would be decent plays this week.
Yeah,
especially Peoples-Jones. He really had some big games last year, but very sporadic.
Very much, yeah. I'd say heavy on the run game and the defense. That's who I would lean into.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next matchup, Ryan?
All right, so next matchup we have sorry, we just talked about the Browns. Messing this up already. Broncos at Jaguars. You really picked some really stud teams here to start with. I hope this is kind of easing us into the...
This is the schedule for week 2, man. Don't blame me.
Broncos at Jaguars. So the Broncos starts Melvin Gordon. You guys feeling good about that?
You had a good week last week.
I mean, Ingram did 26 rushes.
I was just about to say that. Mark Ingram just ran for almost 100 yards against them. So
yeah, I mean, you might as well. I actually would play both running backs in this matchup.
Yeah. Yep.
I agree. Watch Melvin Gordon go off in the first half, and then rookie Jaconte breakout game. Look at my typing there. My bad. Yeah, watch him get some work in garbage time. Maybe he'll break out for a long touchdown there. The receivers, though, Jerry Jeudy went out last week. Maybe you picked up Tim Patrick or Hamler off the waiver wire, or he might still be out there. So if you need to stream somebody, look their way. Ryan, you have Cortland Sutton, right?
I don't have any Cortland Sutton.
You don't? No? Okay.
But if there's any week I'm going to feel good about playing Cortland Sutton, it's going to be this week. That's for dang sure.
For sure. for sure. Then Teddy Bridgewater, you starting him?
If you really need him.
If you really need him, yeah.
2 QB league, something like that. Deeper leagues, yeah. It's definitely a safe. I just think you might have better options at this point. It's week 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully. All right. Let's get into the exciting team here, Regan. What do we got for the Jaguars? Jaguars, who you starting?
Oh man. See, I put a question in this one at the end. I don't know if you guys saw it, but all right, I'm gonna start off with the question. James Robinson, guys, are you starting him? Mm-hmm. And if you had to pick 2 running backs, this is asking for a friend. Who you playing? Mitchell, Devontae Harris, or James Robinson?
Damian Harris.
Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, James Robinson.
I
can put one in my flex and one in my running back.
Yeah, Mitchell and Harris.
Somebody else can.
Yeah. Thought this was your friend.
Yeah.
We aren't doing this. We don't have these guys. Yeah, I'm doing Elijah Mitchell and Damian Harris over Robinson. Yeah. Carlos Hyde is taking some touches away from Robinson. Kind of like Etienne would have. Also playing Denver. But more importantly, the opportunities, they seem to be lacking with Robinson. I think you're hoping that he does pretty well this game, and then you can package trade him away because it does not look promising with the Jaguars' entire team at all. Urban Meyer, man, he's where's the drop? Damn it.
Ryan, do you feel the same? Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, James Robinson? I'm actually... go ahead.
I don't... Yeah, I know, right? Let me answer, dude.
That's a rhetorical question, Farley.
That's all I ever get is rhetorical questions. People don't have to hear me talk. Damian Harris, I don't know what Belichick's going to do with him. There were reports at the beginning of the week that he was going to lose carries this week because of that fumble last week. I don't see how you do that. Stevenson fumbled too, and so did Harris. So you're going to go with Taylor and James White, and those are going to be your only 2 options. So I think I'm still playing Harris, although I'm a little worried about that. I'd say Elijah Mitchell is who I feel most confident in starting.
Full go with Elijah Mitchell. Damian Harris, I would not be worried about him being benched or losing touches. He's their best running back. They need him. Just after one fumble, they're playing the Jets as well. We'll get into their matchup later. Yeah, you full go with Harris.
Yeah.
But this is a coach we're talking about who's he's benched guys for the whole first quarter because of fumbles during the previous week or
and people that look at him
plays at practice.
Malcolm Butler. But he doesn't have Tom Brady to lean back on, so he can't afford to do that.
That's true.
Well, anyways, flex plays: DJ Chark, Chenault, Marvin Jones. Question is here: who would you guys rather play? I'll answer it first. I think DJ Chark. Chenault, I'm gonna kind of waiting on.
Chenault in PPR, his average depth of target was 4 yards. So PPR underneath Chark was over 12. So he was the deep man. Yeah, they might have to do that with the Broncos though. So yeah, I'm gonna start Chark as well.
Ryan?
I think I'm in the same boat. I did start Chark over guys like Devontae Smith this week. I think there's going to be a little bit of garbage time, and I just think he's going to be more targeted as time goes here.
I'm taking the next team too because I'm really excited about him.
Yeah, go right ahead. Next matchup.
Stafford, bro. Oh my God.
Okay.
You're saying there's a chance. I'm playing everyone. Stafford, Kupp, Woods, Higbee. question you guys put down too, which is actually a great question, is Henderson or Mitchell worth starting? I myself is still leaning Henderson until.
Michelle.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Mitchell, but it's all right.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong book.
Sony Michelle.
Sony Michelle, correct.
Yeah, Daryl Henderson, running backs for the Rams. Henderson got the workload.
Big time.
I think you got to stick with him.
Still early though for Sony Michelle. He just got there. He's got to learn the playbook.
Yep.
I think he's there as an assurance policy more than just to take the reps right away. Mm-hmm. Eventually, maybe he does take some more snaps away from him and they make it more of a split game. Kind of like what they did last year, but we'll see. Ryan, are you playing Henderson?
Yeah, I'm playing Henderson. I mean, we talked about this, I think, during our waiver wire episode or the week 1 recap. I can't remember, but Henderson ran strong last week. He looked good, and until he proves otherwise, I think he's a reliable play every week, really, until there's like a serious injury or a mistake or something along those lines.
And Mac, who are you sitting on this team though?
So a guy I picked up off waivers, Van Jefferson, the wide receiver. He had 2 receptions off of 3 targets, but one was that big bomb touchdown.
Oh yeah,
where the defense didn't tag him down and he ran into the end zone.
That was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah. So he wouldn't have gotten in the end zone if they played actual defense and didn't just watch. So I grabbed him. Wait and see. Could be a great DFS play. Go right ahead. The Colts gave up 166 yards and 3 touchdowns on 9 catches to the wide receivers last week versus the Seahawks.
Hey, they're playing the Jags.
Huh?
No, you're right.
Last week, the Seahawks played the Colts.
Whew.
That's where we go now. Don't worry, not this week. Maybe I should clarify that. Last week, the Colts gave up those type of stats to the Seahawks. Follow me, Regan?
Got it.
I was speaking too quickly there. My bad.
Wait until we have more than 1 week that we're going to have to remember, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, my gosh.
Then.
Just wait until we go back and be like, remember their previous matchup in the division? This is what they had to do? Oh, it's going to be fun, boys.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, wait and hold with him. Now, the other side, not much to do here. It starts Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines in the flex, especially in PPR. You don't have any confidence in your boy, do you, Ryan?
No, I've lost a little bit of confidence in Paris. He's let me down a little bit.
I bet.
Yeah, and the Rams have a really good secondary. I think I'm avoiding Pittman and Campbell here and just going with those 2 guys you just mentioned.
Yep, and watch out for their left tackle who's been injured. So watch out for the Colts passing game if they can't get their line settled. They have to keep running to the right.
Yeah, Fisher.
Just be mindful there. Yeah, Fisher. Thank you. Sit all wide receivers and Carson Wentz. Next one, game of the week. Bills at the Dolphins. Now, if you have a bunch of shares like I do in Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, pretty disappointing last week. Miami, they have a great defense. We all know that, right? Xavier Howard's going to get 3 picks. I'm just kidding. Buffalo has beat them like 6 out of the last 7 matchups, and I don't have confidence in Miami holding them. New England didn't beat them last week, so suck on that.
Rookie, bro.
Who'd you take in the pick'em pool?
I'm going to take the Bills.
Oh, okay.
Actually, unless I'm going to check the weather report, and if it's ridiculously hot, then I'll go with the Dolphins.
He's talking himself out of it already. He just committed to the Bills. He's already talking himself out
If it's 90 plus and humid.
If it's hot in Miami, then I'll pick the Dolphins in September.
All right. You know what? No, I'm picking Miami. You want to take a bet?
I knew it.
Let's take a bet on it.
You're already 0 for 2, dude. I mean, how much deeper in the hole do you want to go?
Take the bet.
All right.
Reeks will take it. There you go.
There we go. Wait, what am I 0-2 for?
You owe me 2 lunches for the Cowboys covering the spread, and the second one.
Yeah, during the New England game.
The second one was Oh my
That's
god!
for the
I'm gonna have to go
season.
back and listen. I'm gonna have to go back and listen because there was a
That
bet
for the
last week.
season about
Producer Kyle's
Gesicki
gotta write
going.
these down.
Yeah. Anyway, do something. All right. Anyway, we're getting off track here. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, start him. Full confidence. Cole Beasley in the flex. Go right ahead. Keep an eye out for Emmanuel Sanders. They were trying to set up plays for him. Deep bomb that he missed. Josh Allen, that is, overthrowing him. Don't have to pick him up, but just keep an eye on him.
He was not at practice today.
He was not at practice today?
Yeah.
All right.
Just
That's all right. Yep. That's all right. Just keep an eye on him. Miami, you guys, unbiased opinion. Who are you guys starting?
I think
Don't tell me that.
Miami starts. I'd say Gaskin. Waddle looked pretty impressive. He was getting open quick, scored a touchdown. I think I'm going to say Jalen Waddle. I think I'd stay away from Parker keep an eye on the Fuller situation because if Fuller plays, I don't feel confident starting Parker, but I do feel confident starting Waddle.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Mac, last week, was Parker coming off an injury?
Don't think so.
No. All right. He sucks, so I was curious.
Did he suck? Oh, because he got some pretty key first
Four
down.
catches.
Because
Waddle and him both had 4 catches.
Let me talk about this right now because a lot of people are talking crap about Miami and how.
No, they look good. I'm not.
Tua
I'm
sucks,
not.
guys.
This is
Okay.
not a diss.
Okay.
I was just surprised they only had
hard.
4 catches apiece. It just didn't make sense to me. I thought they had like 8.
Nobody
Thank you,
asked
producer
him.
Kyle.
Yeah, Tua does.
Nobody asked him. He does not suck. You'll see. But I wouldn't start Tua this week. Just saying. Yeah, Fuller waiting to see. But that's just the way it goes with the Patriots, man. The first matchup, it's always tough to see. First game, don't panic. And Gesicki, I want to address this now. Big old goose egg. You might have to keep starting him if there's nobody on the waiver wire. The problem is with their left tackle, he was out with COVID for a while, came back in to start on a day's notice, but Smythe was in there the majority of the time for extra pass blocking. So I'm not panicking on Gesicki yet. I would try to stream if you can. I just wanted to address that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm certainly not down on Gesicki. I think anytime you have a tight end going against the Pats, I mean they have a history of shutting down Pats and having a really good linebacker group. So I'm not worried about it. If it starts to roll into week 2 and week 3 and he's really still not producing, that's when I'm going to be more concerned.
I gotcha. All right, let's move on to the snoozer game of the week. Patriots at the Jets. Ryan?
Actually, it might be a snoozer game.
He doesn't even want to go to you, Reegs, on this one. Doesn't want to hear it.
Nope.
Reegs is going to be like, play them all.
Just
Aguilar,
The Jets.
Hunter. You know what? Even play Jonnu. Even if he doesn't play, put him in there.
Yeah.
Better than
Even-
Gesicki.
Even though he is hurt.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Injury.
I would play. I think, Mac, you convinced me to have a little bit more confidence in Harris. I would play him confidently, especially in your RB2 spot. James White, if you've been the recipient of a lot of these running back injuries, you know, he's a pretty good guy to insert in your lineup, especially this week against the Jets. Nelson Aguilar, what do you guys think?
I don't like the receivers. The Jets were the worst team against tight ends last year. So if you want to take one of these tight ends, do you want to bench Gesicki and grab Hunter Henry off the waiver wire? Wouldn't mind that play.
I mean, if
Well,
Johnny
yeah,
was hurt, that kind of simplifies things, right? Then you're definitely playing Henry.
You know what? I should probably look to see if he's there right now. I'll do it after the episode.
Yeah, good call.
Not like anybody's listening right now anyway.
They physically can't. Unless it's the league I'm in, and then I'm grabbing it. You didn't say anything.
Regan, who you starting on the Jets? You got anybody?
Just Corey Davis. I think I
Just
said it earlier. Corey
Ah,
Davis, he's going to be the main target. He's his relief valves, Zach Wilson, that is. Everyone else, I'm literally nothing. Nothing until we can see Zach Wilson actually have a presence in the pocket and play his game. And it's not going to happen this week. I'll tell you what. Not versus the Patriots line. Gesicki was out and the other tight end was in to block. They're probably going to have to do something else with having some extra blocking in there. Judon's going to get in there fast. That's exactly what happened last week. They had to bring another guy for Judon.
Yep.
So
yeah, and the Jets O-line, they don't know how to pick up the blitz, so that's troublesome.
And their tackle's out, right? You said that on the last podcast, I think.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
No. But
do you know if he's missing time? I didn't even look into that.
I meant to follow up on that. I'll have to look that up.
I honestly think he is.
Next episode. Maybe if producer can look it up, but
tackle for the Jets.
Yep. So I think if he's out, you got a really young O-line there, and you have a very experienced front seven for the Pats. That's going to be very problematic for Zach Wilson. Yeah, and then you got J.C. Jackson on Corey Davis. He could lock him down.
No, he can't. They can't do man coverage. They couldn't cover Parker and Waddle. They can't cover man.
4 catches.
They only played zone.
No.
They played a lot of zone.
Not in the fourth quarter. But anyway, we're not breaking down the game. We're going through fantasy numbers. We'll debate on that some other time.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
This game. Now, this one's a good one. Cowboys at the Chargers here. Cowboys, really not much to say. Starting Dak, starting Amari Cooper, starting CeeDee Lamb, you're starting Zeke. But unless Regan, you nervous about Zeke?
I'm a little nervous about Zeke. He just looked sluggish to me last week. I know. You know, it was actually I can't. But yeah, playing freaking the Bucks. Obviously, it's going to be tough. That's the great line. Dominican Sue. What's their center defense? I don't know. Either way, the guy's absolute beast. But either way, I knew he was going to not look the best. But I'm still a little nervous. Are you guys, if you own Zeke, are you upset that you didn't get Pollard, or are you going to try to get Pollard? Or in general, do you guys think Pollard's going to be a good pickup later on or a good stash? I'm not going to ask Ryan because he looks angry. So
I believe in Zeke. So I mean, if you want a handcuff with Zeke, go right ahead. I'm not too big a fan of handcuffs, but yeah, it was only week 1. They went against the best run defense for the past couple seasons in the Bucks. Don't fret. He'll be just fine.
Agreed.
Pretty sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It just, I know the defense was that good, but he just looked slow. Once he had the ball in his hands, he looked like he didn't know what he was doing for the first time in a while. It's also first week, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing. If he doesn't, if he doesn't perform this week, then I'm going to have a little bit more concern. But I think last week, like Max said, you're going against arguably the number one front seven in the entire league. So we'll see what happens.
Good. And I think other people are probably having the same revelation. So good to get the word out.
And how about Shaquille Barrett? Is that who you were thinking of, or Devin White, Regan? On their defense, they just flying around the ball.
It's I forget his name. It's like
Jason Pierre-Paul, missing fingers.
No, not Mr. Firework.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
How about Cedric Wilson? And you guys playing him in anything?
Who?
Cedric Wilson. He's taking over for Michael Gallup while he's out. It's wide receiver 3.
Nope.
Had some good catches at the end of that game last week.
Sure
he had like 3 or 4.
Go to Michael Gallup.
I'm sure he did, but I have Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb in a bunch of leagues, and I'm just sticking with them. I feel like I can find better options. I think it might be kind of like the Bucks. That's 2 out of the 3 that are going to get the catches. So unless I'm desperate, I don't think I'm going with them.
All right. Chargers really bad secondary, by the way. So Amari and CD could go off again like they did last week.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so pumped about CD Lamb. He's coming out of the backfield, just running every route you can think of. It's amazing. Just saying.
Beautiful thing.
He looks great. He looks great. I love
All
it.
right. Chargers, guys.
Yeah, who are we starting?
Chargers starting. Definitely starting Herbert, Allen, Eckler if he's 100%, or you guys, even if he's not 100%, you playing him? Cowboys kind of suck.
Heck yeah. Yep. Load it up, baby. Play them all.
Yeah.
Mike Williams. And, who was talking about Jared Cook before we jumped on?
I actually inserted him in my lineup, in my flex, over guys like Cole Beasley, over Rondale Moore. This is a 2-flex league. Over, I think I have him over Mike Williams as well. So I might not have him over Mike Williams. That wouldn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Robbie Anderson. That's who it is.
Robbie Anderson.
I am a little scared about. We'll get to him, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So.
Can producer Kyle ask a question about Herbert?
Sure, buddy.
Jameis Winston or Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert.
Popsicles?
Justin Herbert, man.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Especially against the Cowboys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Play everyone against the Cowboys at this point.
4 to
These
6.
two QBs could be top 5 QBs of the week, man. So they have that upside.
I thought you were saying he was too cute.
He was too cute.
He's got good hair. Good lettuce. Yeah.
Yes.
4 to 6 weeks on that injury report, by the way. So
Thank you. Much appreciated.
That's big.
So that's the tackle for the Jets. 4 to 6 weeks. So Zach Wilson is going to be rushed a lot.
Zach Wilson, 200 yards rushing all over that New England defense. Watch him.
All in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not for Gabe, just laterally.
Man.
Get to the last game, Mac.
Chargers. You basically don't know who that is. Yeah, Kansas City at the Ravens here.
Be more excited. This is an awesome game.
No, this is the thing. Sometimes it's low scoring, so it's not that awesome. Like sometimes, what was it, 20-23 in overtime?
Good football.
Who you picking? You picking the Ravens? You picking Kansas City? Who wins this game?
They lost to Oakland. What kind of question is that?
Okay. Pretty sure Kansas City lost to Oakland.
Damn it!
Stop calling them Oakland. Damn it!
Got me. I was like thinking it too.
Las
Vegas Raiders.
Oh my god!
You guys know what we meant.
We're off our game tonight. I am sorry. So anyway, Kansas City lost to them last year too. So
here's the caveat: is that
any given Sunday,
the Ravens have no more secondary. Like Peters' season-ending injury. They just had I can't think of his name, but another cornerback go down. I think he's out like 6 to 8 weeks. They're hurting, man. And that is not a good sign when you're playing Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman, Patrick Mahomes. Yep. So I'm picking Chiefs very confidently.
Hey, Kermit the Frog here.
I also think this has high score written all over it.
Chris Westry has a knee injury. Cornerback for the Ravens.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm like, what are we talking about here?
I was like, who's he talking about?
That's what I was talking about.
All right. I would sit. I don't know if you mentioned this. Marquise Brown. Kansas City's been pretty good against wide receivers. Mark Andrews. Ryan, is he going to break your heart again?
I don't want to talk about Mark Andrews right now.
All right.
For those listening, I lost by half a point. Mark Andrews had the ball in overtime, took a step, and then lost it. And then that's how I lost. So
gotta make that football move.
Man. Yeah, I'm starting Mark Andrews. I don't have a choice, but
a lot of people don't.
Sucks. Very tender situation.
I bet it is. All right. Well, that's all the matchups for the AFC.
No, let's not gloss over Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'm sorry.
I am not starting him
Excuse me.
whatsoever.
You're not starting him. I meant to mention that. You're not starting him, huh?
Nope. What do you have, like 34 yards last week? Or 46 or something like that? I had it
Yeah,
up
not
here.
much. Not much, man. I'm a little nervous with him too. I took one shot on him. I only have him in one league, so
I didn't
in the
draft him.
third round I took him. So yeah, well, smart.
No,
he
and hell,
might get some more goal line chances this week.
yeah,
I could
Alright.
see them getting into the red zone fairly often. I don't know. I'm still playing them.
right.
a lot of people
a lot
have
of lot of capital there.
right.
Here's my options then. Do I start Leonard Fournette over Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Leonard Fournette is playing against Atlanta.
I'd still play Clyde.
Still
Right.
play Clyde. All right, Elijah Mitchell.
Oh,
Grab
Elijah
him off
Mitchell.
waivers. All right. In week 2, I'm already bailing on Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
TH. No, you can't. You can't.
Right.
You don't even know for sure what Elijah Mitchell is going to be.
Right.
Fine.
Or
I'm real salty on him from last year, taking him in the first round.
You are. You are.
I
And you made the
couldn't
same
tell.
mistake with Najee this year.
I couldn't tell. How about Melvin Gordon's my other option
Ooh,
against Jacksonville?
Melvin Gordon.
That's a tough one. Oh man, why do you gotta do that?
Melvin Gordon is almost. I think you're right, Mac. Him and
Safer
Javonte.
floor.
I think both are probably in double digits safely.
Melvin Gordon,
I hope so.
101 yards last week, 11 carries and 1 touchdown.
Yep.
Nice.
Hoping he goes off this week, and then I will trade high.
That is a good O line and a really bad defense.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. Anybody else? You guys want one real deep sleeper from any of these matchups here?
No, it's week 2, bro.
It's week 2. You got no deep sleeper.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
Yeah.
and Cedric
Yeah.
Wilson. Those are the two guys. Not to be
Cedric
mistaken with
Wilson.
Cedric the Entertainer. Although he could, if he goes off, could be entertaining.
Could very well be.
I like what you did there.
Thanks. Those are my two.
There's your 2.
Nobody else. Crickets.
Nada.
Crickets. If you really want a long shot at tight end, Eric Ebron or Pat Fairmouth for the Steelers there. Watch them get like 2 touchdowns this week.
What about your boy Ferrari? Pharaoh Brown, baby.
Pharaoh Brown.
Yes.
Well, we'll get into that next episode.
All right.
You guys want some breaking news?
Breaking
Oh.
news.
Giants center Nick Gates just went down with a knee injury, carted off the field. Breaking
That
news.
is
Another
more bad
Giants
news for
lineman.
Saquon Barkley.
Where's your boy at right now? Is he in the running there?
No, he had
some-
ankle surgery, so he is.
Yeah.
He's also out.
Dang
Kyle Murphy.
it.
That's the Giants for you. That's why I did not draft anybody on the Giants this year.
Why'd I grab Kenny Galladay? What an idiot. I gotta go grab
You will.
Juju. Am I making that draft? Am I making that? What if
It's too late.
Winston
It's too late
just
now.
becomes awesome? Oh wait, I have Matthew Stafford. Never mind.
What are you talking? Oh, the trade. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were about starting.
Too late.
Oh my
It's
God.
never too late to
I
trade.
thought Kenny Galladay is locked in. Anyway, if you have made it this long in the episode, I don't know why you would. We're about 50 minutes in here, so we'll get to the leftovers. Next episode, we will record for the NFC matchup starts and sits. Hopefully more exciting. It seems like more talent on that side anyway, so we'll get into that. You can follow our socials at Just a Tip FFP. If you have a question on somebody that we didn't cover, feel free to hit us up. We'll each deliberate and tell you our opinions, and we'll give you our tips virtually. Regan, you got anything for the leftovers?
No. I got nothing. I'm burnt out
Nice.
at this point in time.
Kyle, you got anything? All right, man. How about you, Ryan? You good?
You know, guys, I was trying to think about who I should pick this week, the Patriots or the Jets. I think if the weather is anywhere between 65 and 90 degrees in New England, and it's either sunny or raining, I think I'm going to pick the Patriots. What do you think, Reese?
I might go 55 degrees or
Okay. All right.
110.
There's two
Perfect.
teams
First,
the Patriots like
take a
losing
big
to.
step
It's the
back
Jets and Miami.
and literally fuck your own face.
You're right, though, Kyle. Jets and Miami.
You are right.
Jets and
Play them
Miami.
hard.
What a way to start a season.
Remember when the Pats almost lost to the Jets when Geno Smith was the starting quarterback, 2
They
years
did.
ago? Oh, my God. That was
did.
stressful.
Lose.
They
They did
lose
lose
to-
that game?
They
No, they
lost
didn't.
They lost to Mark Sanchez too. His
Sanchez.
rookie year. They lost to EJ Manuel with the Buffalo Bills when he was a rookie quarterback as well.
Rookies, dude.
They lost.
Tua
to
is basically
when
a
he was
rookie last year, so.
Quarterback.
Isn't Belichick like 45 and 0 against
Not
rookie
basically.
quarterbacks or something?
No, he is not. You
I
guys
remember
are-
that being a stat last year with Justin Herbert, and then they annihilated the Chargers, but I could be wrong.
Maybe that's at home.
Could be at home. Could be.
Look
I mean,
it up.
he's been in the league for 50 years, so that's probably why. Yeah, go ahead, look it up. We got
You
nothing
might
else
be,
going on. We can wait. Well, you're looking that up. My leftover, not football related, but last week.
What show now?
Last week, no, it's not that. Norm Macdonald passing away this week, but last week I mentioned Turd Ferguson from his Jeopardy sketch, and just some great memories with him. Freaking hilarious guy when I was doing the Sean Connery thing. But yeah, Turd Ferguson was his his bit with the big hat and everything. The guy was always hilarious, so I've been watching a lot of his stuff, his jokes. Lovely guy.
If you haven't
cancer for
seen
9 years.
Celebrity Jeopardy with Norm Macdonald, that is
my
a
God.
must watch right now.
You
You got to
have
go
to.
on YouTube, plug it in, play it. It is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, so the Pats are really good against rookies.
I know they're really good, but they're not invincible, and that was also with Brady. So we'll see.
Bad.
19-5.
That's what's up.
That's
There
what
it
it is. Undefeated at home.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well,
Good episode, fellas.
All around people. This is great.
let's move on to the NFC.
I think we should just reshoot this whole one. What do
Perfect.
you guys
Full
say?
practice
You wanna
action.
Stay up later. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.